Hello, I am down with the hills and we've got new to them John Deere 9900i Forage Harvester, and it is the first day that Andrew's been out with it, and we're going to get some action as he chops through this maize, which is going to go down to an AD plant. And in the middle of this video we get to have a 5-minute break while we're waiting for the fixing an issue on the weighbridge, and we get to have a look around the machine, look around the header, lift some bonnets, look in the middle where the kernel processor is, around the engine, just to show you parts that I can't normally see when the machines are in action. So we're just setting off. Got Susie in her new Puma at the side. There's one thing you do get in a forager, and that's lots of beeping. It's like sitting with R2-D2. And if I zoom in there, you'll be able to see that's the trailer tracking system. But Andrew's doing it himself, but that's showing you it's identified a trailer. At the moment, he's using the sensor on the front with the row finder, so it's driving itself down the row. Right, that one's full. Here comes the Massey 7726. And about to swap trailers. Oh, I love the sound of maize being cut. Nice blue Valtra. And a Richard Weston, tidy grey looking trailer. And they're spinning it round. It's a real mix. We've got some low parts of the field, and we've got some better parts where it's a little bit higher. But this year, overall, the maize is a lot lower than we used to. And that is all down to the drought conditions. God, I get such a buzz at maize time. So while we're waiting for a trailer, I'm just with Andrew at the front of the Kemper header, and this is a 12 row, is it 9 metre?
Yeah, 12 row, 9 metre, 390 plus Kemper.
390 plus Kemper. So here is where the crop comes in. If we've got a crop here actually. So the crop will be fed in. They're the knives, and if you look there, there's little hooks and attachments, and that will take the crop in and it will feed it right into the back on each of these, and it will flow all the way along here. And there's different dog clutches at different parts, and there are the feed rollers, and that takes the maize, you can see there's some there, and it will feed it inside. Behind the feed roller you've got the drum, and the drum is the part that does all the chopping. So that takes the first part before it's passed through into the kernel cracking, the different parts of the machine inside of it. It will process that before it spits it out through the spout into the trailer. I'll have a look inside the centre part. So this is the kernel processor in this part. So that's the kernel processor, and that's the bit that cracks
all the corn so then it can be digested.
And then behind here we've got the big cooling fans.
Yeah, this is rotary screen, and then you've got the radiator behind there. You have
because it needs a lot of cooling for the fact we've got nearly 1,000 horsepower.
Yep.
You've got a set of different types of radiators doing.
Yeah, like you've got oil coolers, coolant coolers,
yeah,
and things like that. You have, and then numerous amounts of different oil coolers between.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
Big set of fans in there. So the fan sits behind the radiator, and then this is the dust guard. Now what happens there's a little roller. I said little roller, and this will spin. That'll spin round, and it'll rotate round on here.
Through this belt here.
There's a belt there.
It is. And then it just pulls it around, and it just sticks through just to keep the maize off it, really, so
yep.
keep a good airflow.
Keep a good airflow, make sure you can work more efficiently when it's cooling. Otherwise you'd have a lot of overheating problems. So here is a little crane which you can use, and that takes out the processor.
Yeah, when you're not using the processor in a glass or a whole crop kind of situation, you can use that take it out and just drop it down there and drop it onto a pallet.
And it's a Libra, did you say it was a
V12 24 litre.
the engine cover and the turbos just there. You can see all the cooling pipes. We'll have a look around the other side as well. Absolute beast, and it's the same engine that goes into the Crone as well. It's just set up differently with its mapping, etc.
Different turbo setup, I think.
960 horses that's kicking out. And just there's a sensor, and that can track and auto-fill, you know, points the spout and tracks the trailers. So John Deere on their big foragers, they give them names, and this used to be one of their demos, and this one is called Verona. So thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Really appreciate the comments that people take time to write, and I will see you on the next video. We've got lots and lots of maize and clamp action coming in the next few weeks.